Manchester United. What are they going to do, Dharmesh? Get that out of your mind. I know, just clear your mind.
Closing my eyes.
Yeah, I know. Well.
Right, so we do know that they are after the goalkeeper from Royal Antwerp, Lammens. Now, he actually was pulled out of the game in the Belgian league for Royal Antwerp against KV Mechelen over the weekend, and he wanted to play. The reason he was pulled out of that game is because Royal Antwerp did not want to harm the deal with Manchester United with him getting a potential injury. So
is he a number one?
Is a departure in that goalkeeping department. Now, as far as Lammens is concerned, I know a lot of people have been saying Manchester United are signing yet another number two. And if they feel that Andre Onana is a number two and Altay Bayindir is a number two and Tom Heaton may be a number two, you've got a load of number twos at Manchester United. Whereas I think if he was to come in and there was a departure in the goalkeeping department, then he would definitely be fighting it out to be Manchester United's number one. That is what it would look like from the outset. Here is that Hojlund, of course, has been omitted from the first two games of the season. As I mentioned before, Ruben Amorim has made that message. It's a very thinly veiled message. You're not in the plans. But now Napoli are really pushing. That is because they are willing to add an obligation. On paper, it might look like a loan with an option, but that option could turn into an obligation depending on appearances.
Reset yourself. Bruno goes, picks the ball up, takes himself away and goes again. Are we actually blaming the referee, that his mindset that he actually takes a bad penalty? Like he's missed the penalty. That's a scenario. He comes out and says, like, yeah, the referee didn't apologise to me. That's one thing. But then he says, it's not his fault that I took a bad penalty. Which, just get on with it. Reset yourself, take the penalty you've missed. And then for the manager to come out and say that it affected him for the remainder of the game, well, because he has so much responsibility. He's a Manchester United captain. He is the penalty taker. He's ultimately the match winner for them 9 times out of 10. But yesterday it just felt like
separate conversation, but it sort of gives the impression that he's still a little bit affected by the penalty miss.
It could have been about anything, but I think we look at it now, especially what Ruben Amorim's come out and said it like affecting his performances. We could see. I think we go through it. You have to let it go. Worrying about the penalty miss, and I know I've said it before, but look, it affected his performance yesterday. It really did. Where Manchester United needed him and they needed their captain.
Manchester United have just a week left to strengthen their squad before the summer transfer window closes at 7 p.m. on Monday, September 1st. It may be early days in the 2025-26 campaign, but all evidence so far suggests that the Reds still have plenty of work to do. That will surprise few after such a disastrous campaign last term, and yet the scale of United's rebuild often causes astonishment. The key areas that need filling are goalkeeper and a new central midfielder, with both positions exposed in the 2 Premier League matches Ruben Amorim's side have played so far. Altay Bayindir and Andre Onana have both struggled over the last year or so, and there will be hope that Lammens can step up if his move from Royal Antwerp is completed. United need a reliable number one who can feature every week for Amorim's team. It's a position they have badly struggled with since David De Gea's peak ended in the early 2020s. And there must be serious question marks over whether Lammens can step up to such a high-pressured role at just 2-3 in terms of midfield. Brighton and Hove Albion's Carlos Baleba would be the dream addition. Of course, his £100 million plus price tag will make any deal extremely unlikely this summer. But sales would boost United's PSR, profit and sustainability rules, position and raise the remote possibility that he could arrive at Old Trafford by next month. That would almost certainly have to rely on what happens to the club's want-away stars and Rasmus Hojlund, who has no place under Amorim after Benjamin Sesko's arrival. So far, only Marcus Rashford's loan exit has taken place, and even though his wages will save United around £12 million, it's not enough. It has been claimed last week that talks are advancing over a deal that will see Alejandro Garnacho join Chelsea. United are said to want £50 million for their academy graduate, a fee which would represent a huge PSR boost. The player's homegrown status would mean any sale would be pure profit, allowing the club more wriggle room to bring new players in. Jadon Sancho, Antony and Tyrell Malaysia are the other 3 players who will be keen to facilitate a move away from M16 this summer. Clubs from Italy have been linked with Sancho, and a sale would be a welcome relief for everyone after his miserable time in Manchester since joining from Borussia Dortmund in 2021. Antony, meanwhile, could be on his way back to Real Betis after a successful loan spell in La Liga last term. His move back to Spain is likely to represent a significant loss on the £82 million United paid for him in 2022, and yet he has no future at Old Trafford. As for Malaysia, injuries and form have put an end to his time at United for some time. Fortunately for the Reds, they only paid a more modest £14.7 million to sign him 3 years ago. But they will still make a loss on a player who has barely featured since his debut campaign at Old Trafford 3 seasons ago.